Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Kawaii Karu, and if you're new here, welcome to Kawaii Karu Cosmetics. Okay, so today I'm actually going to be trying out quite a few lip tints as such, and as again I'm just going to do a full body, full face of makeup. This is for the YouTube channel here, but I'm going to do obviously something small for Instagram and TikTok and stuff. Okay, so starting off, first of all I've got just toner on my skin. I'm a bit lazy to put on moisturizer. So don't be like me. I think put on a cream or moisturizer before you start your makeup. Don't be like me. Don't. Okay. So first I'm gonna go in with the Itchy House Face Blur Primer. Actually, this is actually quite nice because even though it looks a bit like it gives off like a whitish off cast, but then absorbs in after a while. So yeah, and I'm gonna be using some Dr. Geo Cosmetics as well and stuff. So yeah, okay. So let's get in on with it. So as you can see, it does look a bit whitish as such. I'm just going to put a bit more underneath my eyes just because of my eye bags. I'm actually putting a bit too much actually. So on the camera, it looks like it gives it off cast, but in my mirror, it's not so bad. I've got a little bit of sniffles, but anyway, my sinuses always tend to worry me, whether it's spring or summer, winter or autumn. The only thing I've got on my lips currently is just a Laneige lip sleeping mask. I know it's a lip sleeping mask, but it's just that my lips are so dry nowadays because of the weather, most probably. But also because, when you're sick or even when you're just with winter, your lips come dry very easily. Or even if you're blowing your nose, such like it becomes dry or whatever. So, yeah. Okay, so let's do some eye makeup first. So I'm just going to go in with my Woolworths W Beauty eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to do something very simple, not too much, because the focus is more supposed to be on the eyeshadows. I mean lips also. So let's do this something. So just quick thing about the lip tints that I'll be actually testing out today. It's from Blessed Moon Cosmetics, and it's actually a female-owned Korean beauty brand by CEO Moon, I think. Yeah. So forgive me, I can't remember her name, but yeah, and it was launched very recently, like in 2018 or 2017. Yeah, but actually they've done very well because they've actually now they supply other Asian countries as well as excuse me, I think one or two other European countries or America. Yeah. And I've seen that also now they are on YesStyle.com. So yeah, they are quite nice. And to be honest, actually, I've swiped their lip tints before, and the colors are actually quite nice because it's not like it's not your bright pinks or reds or oranges. It's actually quite neutral colors that are actually complementary for deeper skin tones. So very impressed with that. Also, their fluffy lip tints, which is what I'm going to be testing out, is actually made with vegetable oils and actually nutrient packed. So I'm actually it's quite nice. There's always a plus, I think, when it comes to lip makeup. Yeah, I know. My eyeshadow makeup's just as is. So yeah. Okay. So let's get this on. Okay, so let's do some face makeup. 1 minute. Pause. Okay. Right, okay, so now I've got two Dr. Geo foundations I want to be using because originally I bought all 6 shades to actually, just test out, to try it out, see what it looks like. So, and I will admit though, even though like DGO1 and DGO2 are very light, starting from DGO3 upwards actually matches our skin tones quite nicely actually. So I've got DGO1 and DGO4 here. So I'm just going to make use of it. And yeah, try to make use of what we have. Okay. And you'll see why I have to use if I use DGO1, I have to use DGO4 with it. You'll see. Can you see already? It's a little bit, it is very light, DGO1. So therefore, if you are more on the pale side, if you the type of person who's normally used to the normal Korean BB creams, then yeah, DGO1 is for you. Okay. Talking about the fact that now it's winter time or autumn time, well, autumn/winter, when you are using your sunblock or sunscreen, irrespective of whether it's a Korean one or your normal brands that we are used to here in South Africa, I think the general thing is that you must make sure that you always wear a moisturizer underneath, because as much as some sunscreens can actually be very good for you, they can also be very drying if you just apply them like by itself. So just avoid doing that. Make sure and I think also during winter autumn time, please make sure you use something much more moisturizing or hydrating, especially if you're someone that suffers with dry skin. Because believe me, winter air alone can actually dry you out, literally. Okay, so here I am looking like a ghost. So now I'm going to actually go in with DGO4. DGO4 is a little bit dark, is a shade after DGO3. DGO3 is my shade because it just matches in with my skin tone perfectly. But with the Dr. Geo shades, it's just that, sometimes, yes, there are big jumps in between shades, but that's why they're actually working on, making extra shades to actually blend, to accommodate more people as such. So if you can see DGO4, if you see here, can you see it? Can you see? I wonder if the lighting is actually showing my actual true shade as such, because I'm looking at the camera here and it's looking very, very light. Because I would consider myself normally a caramel skin color, complexion color. So yeah. If you do ever buy a shade that is a little too dark for your overall skin tone, you can actually use it as a contour, for contouring as such. There's just one tip I can give you. But I'm not a makeup artist or saying, I'm just saying what I have, what I think as somebody who's just been using makeup and skincare and stuff for a while. Okay, just a little bit on the neck, just to match our cells. My neck is generally a bit darker than the skin on my neck, so that's why I generally sometimes put something that's a little lighter on my neck as such, just to match up. So yeah. Okay. So if I look at myself, it looks a little better, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see how we're looking here. Okay. Looks nice. I feel like nowadays, because I take better care of my skin now than I did when I was in high school as such, or even in university or campus, or even when I first started working, I feel like I don't have the need to actually use as much makeup as I used to. Like there was times when I used to use makeup like almost every day as such. There was that time. But now, like even during lockdown, because I'm not going out anywhere, hardly anywhere, like even when I'm wearing my mask, I don't wear makeup. I just make sure I have enough moisturizer on, and yeah, that's it. And the most makeup I'll do is maybe eye makeup, because that's the only part that you're not covering. So yeah. I can never get a winged eye right, believe me. Don't ask me why. I just can't. Maybe I just need actually a proper pen liner as such. So, man, whatever. I don't know how this is looking really. That's why I hardly use. If I do eyeliner, then it's so. If I ever do eyeliner, it's just along the eyelash line. I don't try to do a winged eye anymore. Okay. Alright, okay, let's get started. So, first up is our blessed moon. She is Fluffy Lip Tint. Okay, well, actually, it's called just Fluffy Tint, but I don't know if you can see it's got here, she is, and it's so blessed, like a blessed moon. CEO moon. Yeah. So there's 5 shades, and actually, because we stock the Blessed Moon Vita Kit skincare kit, this is actually say Blessed Moon had actually sent us this actually as samples to actually check out and see. So yeah, so there's 5 shades that I'll have, and they're all very nice. Some of them are actually like quite give off a very nice matte look. Some of them are more moist and glossy. So yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna dab my lips a little bit because I've got the Laneige lipstick mask on. Okay, let's go with. Let's see. There was a shade number 1 here somewhere. There's one number 1 to number 5. So number 1 is Fluffy Lip Tint Cheese. Okay, so if we go in here. Okay, it's quite a cute, pretty little pink, light pink color. And here's a little bit of an idea as to what the shade looks like. So, can you see? This is actually quite a nice color. So, because actually it's quite much more of a nude than a pink or red. So yeah, and also the thing is with, I noticed when actually trying it on, is that the brush picks up a lot of makeup product. So you just need to, might need to actually just, if you want to like get a really good clear sharpened look, you might just want to take a little bit at a time as such. So yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you can actually see the color. This is more of a light nude. I should have put on lip liner first, maybe. Okay. So let's look at it here and see. So yeah, as you can see, it's a very light nude, but it's actually quite nice actually because it's not a red, it's not a bright bold red, neither is it like a bright orange as such, which is what normally I think your warmer skin tones would actually avoid unless you're someone eccentric as such. So yeah, it's actually quite nice, I think, because it's a nice neutral nude color that you can use with any makeup of sorts. If you, especially gonna, if you're gonna have a very bold eye, then it's nice to have actually a neutral color lip as such to go with it. Otherwise, if you have too bright lip with a too bright eye, it's a bit overwhelming if you're not someone who's like that. So yeah, quite nice. Gives off more of a slightly matte look after a while. If I'm looking in the mirror here. So yeah. I've seen, who is it? One of the makeup artists do something where they actually like blurred out on the long line just to actually make it a little bit natural. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is shade number 1 in Cheese. Right, so let's go on. I'm just going to remove this and we'll go on to the next shade. Okay, so next shade is shade number 2, Mood Indigo. And what I want to do is, I think with this one, I definitely have to put in a lip liner because this is a little bit of a darker shade, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, can you see it's a little bit of a darker nude? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually first just put on some lip liner and just to actually help me a bit. Okay, all right, let's go. Okay, so yeah, it's a little bit more for a pinkish tone. So yeah, let's just go in this. So actually, this is not a nude. Actually, this is more like a reddish tint color. I don't know if you can make it out as such. The thing. Yeah, it's looking. It's not overly red, but it's like a mixture of red and pink with a bit of nude. I don't know if you understand what I mean. I think what I mean. So it's like brown mixed with red and a little bit of pink in between as such. So it also gives a matte effect eventually at once it's dried up a little bit after a few seconds or so actually. So it's actually quite nice though. I like it. This is nice when you want some little bit of color, but not something too eccentric. So yeah, it's very nice. I like it. Also, I can tell even though it gives off a matte look after a while, it doesn't dry out your lips. I think it actually still has a bit of moisture in it in the formula. You can tell. So yeah, all right, quite nice. Okay, let's go on to the. Let me remove this and let's go to the next shade. Okay, so next up is number 3, which is Love Lie. I don't know if you can see it. If you can see this, yeah. So let's just put it out. So Love Lie actually, I'm gonna say some more. Let's see, yeah. This is actually quite a nice color. Looks like even more of a purple. This is, I would maybe describe this maybe as more of a purple mixed with red and brown. So what I'm just gonna do is quickly lip line. apart from I broke my lip primer. Okay, so let's go on with this. Actually, to actually avoid picking up too much product, I'm actually trying to like actually wipe off the excess on the side of it. So let's see here. Oh, now this is nice. This is actually very nice. This is actually very, very nice. I like it. This you would describe as more of a it's like number two, but just it's not as bright. It's a little more darker. So yeah, this is actually very nice, and this also gives off a nice matte look. This is actually very nice. I like it. Normally, I'm someone who never really liked matte lipsticks or lip tints as such. I used to wonder what the hell everyone's going all so freaking crazy about matte lip tints, or lipsticks. But actually, now I think I understand a little bit. It's quite nice. Number 3, Love Life. Okay, so let's go into the next shade. Okay, so next up is number 4, which is Emily. Can you see? Okay, so let's go in. Oh, Emily. Now, Emily is more of a pinkish reddish one. This is not exactly a nude as such, but I remember this one here is more of a pinkish red color, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go in with it. Ooh. Can you see? Can you see this? Yo. Damn. This is nice. So I'm getting the feeling that this is actually not exactly matte, but it's more of a glossy one. And just one coat. I mean, damn. This is nice for those who really, who really like a bold red lipstick, but yet something that is not for cooler tones, the thing as such. Even though this is made by a Korean skincare brand, but it's actually very, very nice. This is nice for like wearing just a little bit of a neutral eye shadow look, and you want a nice bold lip to pop out. It's actually very nice. Can you see it? And yet, even after a while, it's not sticky, but yet it's actually nice. It's still got its shine, but it's not as how do I say, like it's not greasy or oily as such. So it's nice, very, very nice. This is actually really nice. Love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, so now I'm just going to remove this and we'll go on to the final one. Okay, and finally, the last one is number 5, which is Moonlight. I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah. So this one here, this one is, before I show it to you guys, this one is for those of you who really loved your lip glosses. You know, the era of lip gloss where we were mostly in high school and we loved lip glosses. Why? Because it gives a little bit of color, but yet gives that gloss and moisturize our lips one time. Yeah, because should I show you? Da da da! It is actually a clear lip gloss with a bit of shimmer in it, actually. So this is actually quite nice, and this is actually okay, so I will be honest, even though I was supposed to just do a test out today, but I've been using this actually because actually this is very nice and moisturizing. So this is actually very nice for winter and autumn time because it gives you that little bit of shimmer and sheer look, and it moisturizes your lips as well. So when you're going out, you don't need to, you can use this instead of a lip balm if you feel like it. So yeah. Oh, this is so beautiful. You can even use this on top of your lipsticks, like how we used to back in the days in the 90s. You used to put a lipstick and then a lip gloss on. Yeah, this is actually very nice. Just put a little bit though, because don't overdo it. That's really nice, very nice and moist. and feels nice. I must say, actually, um, even though I'm somebody who's used to, the very big brands from Korea, I must say I'm actually quite impressed with the smaller brands that I've actually been introduced to via Kocha SA, and actually I'm very curious to actually investigate and not investigate, but more like discover other smaller Korean skincare and makeup brands, and yeah, so I'm just gonna leave you all with this lovely lip gloss look here, and yeah, and we actually are planning to actually stock this soon because and I think these colors here after having done polls on Instagram and knowing that most of my followers or customers prefer nudes or neutral colors instead of bold bright colors that you can easily get from either MAC or even Revlon and stuff. But yeah, and I also like it as well. I think also a lot of people are more into the nudes and neutrals, though of course there are still some people, and there's nothing wrong with loving big, bold, peacock bright colors. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, you are you, you do you. So yeah, and you will actually be stocking these soon, hopefully. Hopefully so. Yeah. But yeah, so I hope you like my little review of the Blessed Moon Fluffy Lip Tints. And I hope you guys like the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe down below. And also don't forget to check out all our social media accounts as well as our online store. Right? So take care, love you all lots, and I hope you like the video. Okay, bye.